get far again, I just died at 54. Finally, man. Oh my god, I almost died at the end again. I finally beat this level. I almost died at the end. I was so close to dying at the end. That second to last click again almost killed me, but I'm so happy I finally did it. Oh my god, this level is just I see the problem with this, like I don't want my experience this level to retract from the experience overall because I fucking love this level. This level is probably my favorite level I've ever played in this entire game. I freaking love it so much. I'm so happy I did it. And I'm so happy that I like stuck with it and I didn't give up after a couple days because this really started to piss me off. But I'm so happy I did it. I got to make sure I'm still recording. I am. Thank fucking God. What the hell is this? Oh, whatever, Geode. Yeah, this level is just amazing. I want to be able to compile all my thoughts, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to end the recording. I'm going to start another one. I'm going to compile all my thoughts, and I'm going to give my thoughts because I love this level. This level is amazing. It seriously is amazing, and I'm just so happy I was able to do it. Okay, so like I've been alluding to, this level is my favorite Extreme Demon I have ever played, and it's one of my favorite levels of this entire game. I had such a good time playing this level. It was seriously it is my favorite Extreme Demon, and it's one of my favorite levels of this entire game. The gameplay is not only so much fun, but it's just so unique. The dual parts are unlike any other parts that I've ever experienced or done before, especially that spider part. Like the dual spider part where like the big spider covers up that small spider. It's just so cool and unique. And the dual part at the high 50% where you're like your multiple icons, you're like the wave or the UFO, you know, you're the ship or the wave. So just really cool, unique stuff that I've never really experienced in a level before. This level, at least for me, didn't take much practice just because of how no particular part is that difficult. Like, yes, there are some parts that are harder than others for sure. There are some parts that are like 4 stars, like the ship part at 60%. And there are a couple parts that are a lot harder than others, but there really is no one part that's like exceptionally extreme demon difficulty. Like some of the hardest parts are probably hard demon parts, but because this level is so long, right, it's really, really long, and that's what contributes to that extreme demon difficulty. The gameplay is so stretched out, which is an amazing thing actually, because it allows for me to be able to appreciate the design and the atmosphere of the level, which I'll talk about. You know, the gameplay feels super epic in a way that both the fast drop parts and even the non-fast drop parts feel like you're on adventure. Like you're on an adventure, you know, you're trying to discover all these aspects of different light aspects, you know, the way the level looks, the way the level plays, the way it looks, the different designs, you know, it feels like an actual adventure through all different aspects of light, right? So it's just really, really cool, really thematically presented super really well. Yeah, it's really amazing. I can't talk about how good it is enough. The level design too, like I was talking about, it's perfect. I mean, the design is not overly complex, but it's also not simple looking. You know, as each part looks completely different, even though it keeps that yellow theme, each part still looks really good and really different and really polished. The ship part where the fists are the obstacles are just so cool. You know, it's just so different, and the background for each part looks incredible. The way the background pulses to the song, especially at the mini cube at 14%, it's just unreal. Like it really contributes to the atmosphere of the level. And you know, the gameplay in that part's very stretched out, so you have enough time to actually appreciate, especially when you're holding the jump orbs, the dash orbs, you have enough time to appreciate how good the background is in the background. It's so cool. You know, it's not even only the background, but some of the portals and the blocks pulses and rotates, like the buffer part, how all the gears rotate after you click them, or the UFO part in the middle of the level where the portals kind of move back and forth and side to side. It's just so cool. You know, while some parts are a bit boring in terms of the design, like the mini cube part at 26%, it doesn't need to be all that extravagant because like the level does such a good job highlighting the stronger and faster parts of the song in the decoration and design, while also giving you a slight visual break during the more unassuming parts of the song. It's just a really smart level design, and something that people don't do that much. And it's just structured so well. Really, really smart of the creator to do this. And then in terms of my overall experience, of this level in terms of playing it just wasn't that good, but I'm not gonna let that detract from my overall experience and enjoyment. So as you can see, Is this, wait, 622? Oh yeah. So towards the end here, I had past 60%, 80, 81, 82, 86, 99, 100, right? So it kind of, and then a couple deaths at the buffer part. So like, yes, I didn't die that much, right? But I mean, it's enough because this level is so long, right? So it's enough deaths at the end, past 80%, to be like, like shit, like when am I going to be able to beat this? But even though I did die to the end more than I wanted to, and got somewhat frustrated sometimes, I was still so happy to go back to the beginning of the level and play this level again. Part of me was getting frustrated that I couldn't beat this level and I couldn't beat it quickly or as quickly as I wanted to, because I got 99% on the first day of doing this, and it took me like 3 more days after to beat this. But another part of me was, thinking like, I never want to beat this level, so I can just keep playing it. I can keep having this experience, this amazing experience of traveling through this light dimension, whatever the light dimension is. It's just so cool. So attempt count real quick, 622 over here, plus another 375. So 997. So it actually took me under 1,000. So that's cool. It took me 997 attempts to beat this level. And like I said before, you don't really have to practice a lot of these parts. A lot of these parts you can just kind of get down in practice mode, which really helps. But there were a couple parts that I definitely practiced a lot in the copyable. I mean, like a lot of the beginning parts I didn't really need to that much, but especially the end, like going from like 60 to the end, or the buffer part to the end, I went a lot just because I wanted to make sure I had the ending parts down. But yeah, I mean, this level it is an extreme demon, right? Like yes, it could be insane. But yeah, I'm not gonna do caps because that's gonna get me flagged. Okay, I can't type. An iter. There we go. Best level of the entire game. But yeah, it's an amazing experience. Like if anybody wants a first extreme, maybe not a first extreme, but if anyone wants to beat an extreme that's easy, like this is all about endurance, right? Like it's an over a 9-minute long level. It's like 9 minutes and 10 seconds of a level. So it's like this is all about endurance. And I have beaten, the Lost Existence. I have beaten a couple XL levels, but this one is just, if you want a unique experience, like with gameplay that's just so much fun, play this level. Just don't even worry about the length. Just play it. See how you like it, and you might like it just as much as I did. But yeah, thank you all, and I'll see you in a new one. Peace.